All right, beautiful. Thank you for joining me for a 90-minute 26 and 2 yoga class. My name is Holly. My pronouns are she, her. We're going to start with a few rounds of sun salutes to warm up our body, and then we'll hop into 26 and 2 yoga, 26 postures, and 2 breathing exercises. If at any point something does not feel right for your body, remember that you can modify a posture. You can do something else, or you can skip it entirely. Yoga can be challenging at times, and that's okay, but we're never going to a point of pain or a point where we know we won't feel good tomorrow morning. So for the sun salutes, you can come towards the top of your mat with your feet close together, arms down by your side. I'm going to stand back a bit and show you in periphery. If you'd like, you can set an intention for your yoga practice today. You can make a dedication to someone or something in your life. The Sanskrit word for this is sankalpa. Bring your hands together at heart center. We'll begin with 2 rounds of half sun salutes followed by 3 rounds of full sun salutes. Inhale, lift your arms up, look up as if you're saluting or greeting the sun. Exhale through your nose, bend your knees, fold forward, hands to floor, relax your head. Inhale through your nose, look forward and lengthen into a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. This is a half sun salute. Let your head hang heavy. Inhale, look forward, chin away from your chest, arms with your ears, root to rise, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands down. Let's do one more of those. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Stomach in as you fold. Inhale, look forward. You can have your hands on thighs, shins or the floor in front of you. Exhale, fold, relax. Inhale, scoop your chest forward, arms with your ears, lift up with a flat back, look up. Exhale, hands down. You can continue with the half sun salutes or join me in 3 full Surya Namaskar sun salutes. Inhale, lift your arms, look up. Exhale, arms with ears fold. Inhale, look forward, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to floor, shoulder width distance. Step back into a plank or tabletop position. On your next exhale, hug your elbows in and lower down to the floor. Inhale, push up into a back bend. You can do cobra with elbows bent and thighs on the floor, or up dog with arms straight and thighs off the floor. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog. You can bend one knee, straighten the other, pedal out your legs, and then press your heels to the floor, hips to the ceiling, drop your head, look for your thighs behind you. If down dog is not speaking to you, come down onto your knees, take a child's pose instead. Sink your hips down as you reach your arms forward. On your next inhale, hands to the floor, look forward, step forward, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, relax. Inhale, look forward, arms with your ears, root to rise, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands down. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold, connect to the breath. Inhale, lengthen, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, hands to floor, step back into your plank or tabletop. You're welcome to go from your plank or tabletop directly into your down dog or child's pose. Otherwise, take a chaturanga, lean forward, hug your elbows in, pull yourself down. Inhale, push up into your back bend, keep your neck long. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog, or sink your hips down for child's pose. Seal your lips, relax your jaw, take a slow inhale through your nose. I'm going to slow exhale through the nose. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms with your ears, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands down. Good, last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen, moving meditation. Exhale, hands to floor, step back, high plank, keep exhaling, lower down. Inhale into your up dog or cobra. Exhale into your down dog or child's pose. If you're doing child's pose, sink your hips back towards your heels. If you're doing down dog, sink your heels down to the floor. And if your heels aren't naturally touching the floor, you can always open up your step a little bit so your feet are wider than your hips. This will bring the heels down. Hips up, push the floor away from you. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, salute the sun, look up. Exhale, hands down. Beautiful. That's our little warm up. We will now hop into 26 and 2 yoga. Come to the middle of your mat space with your feet together, toes, heels touching nicely. For 2 sets of pranayama, standing, deep breathing, good for your lungs and respiratory system. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. All the time against the back of your throat. Bring your feet together, toes, heels touching nicely. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, and glue your knuckles underneath your chin. Rock your weight into your heels. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. You made it to class. Concentrate. Meditate and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose. Lift your elbows up. Suck your stomach in. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Exhale through your mouth. Slowly push your head back. Reach your arms forward. Keep exhaling. Elbows touch. Inhale, elbows out and arms up slowly. Bring your chin down, look straight ahead, lift your elbows all the way up, breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up, slowly push your head back. Look way, way, way back for the wall behind you, elbows touch, pointing forward. Inhale, head down, breathe in through your nose, down through your throat to the very bottom of your lungs. Exhale, head up. As you exhale, open your mouth wide like you're fogging up a mirror on the ceiling. Push your elbows together. Inhale, head down. Use your chin to push your knuckles down. Fingers stay interlaced up to the webbing. Palms face the floor, wrists straight. Exhale, head up. Now use your knuckles to push your head back. Make a tight fist. Squeeze your palms, wrists, forearms, and elbows together. Inhale, head down. So through the breathing exercise, we're learning to breathe a little slower, a little longer, a little deeper, full lungs. Exhale, head up. We're also becoming aware of our body moving in time and space. Just your head drops back, no backward bending, arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Keep the weight in your heels. Contract your quadricep muscles, squeeze your gluteal muscles, lock your legs. Exhale, head up. Throughout class, you'll hear the term lock your legs. It's not so much that you're pushing the knees back, it's that you're lifting the kneecaps up, quads contracted, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. As you inhale, suck your stomach in. Depression to abdominal wall, contraction to abdominal muscles. Keep your core tight. Exhale, head up. Throughout class, you'll also hear cues to suck your stomach in. This is not a vanity thing, right? This is about contracting the abdominal muscles to keep the spine long. Inhale, head down. So the lower body stays still like a statue. Just the neck and arms move. Look straight ahead. Exhale, head up. Take your time. Even the eyeballs get a stretch. Use your eyes to trace an arc along the ceiling. Look for the back wall. Arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Last breath in the first set. Make your spine a little longer. Elbows a little higher, lungs a little fuller. Suck your stomach in. Breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up. Take your time. Eyes open, hips forward, legs locked, stomach in. Keep exhaling. Push, squeeze, elbows touch. Change, arms down. You can roll out your shoulders and head. Good, okay. Second set, feet together, interlock your 10 fingers, switch the grip, other thumb, pinky finger on top. Bring your knuckles underneath your chin like glue. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your glutes, pull your abdomen in, grow taller out of the base of your spine, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose, lift your elbows up, suck your stomach in, fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up, exhale through your mouth. Slowly push your head back. Reach your arms forward, keep exhaling, elbows touch. Inhale, head down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Full lungs. Exhale, head up, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, elbows touch, 1. Inhale, head down. Use the full 6 seconds to inhale. Take in more and more and more air. Exhale, head up. Use the full 6 seconds to exhale, learning breath control. Slowly head back, arms forward, elbows touch when your lungs are empty. Inhale, head down. So synchronize your breath with your body movements. Elbows find their highest point at the same moment that your lungs are full. Exhale, head up, slow down, slowly head back, squeeze palms, wrists, forearms, elbows together. Inhale, head down. I'll do a few with you. Breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale. Elbows touch. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, deepest one so far. Exhale. Empty your lungs. Inhale, head down, last breath. Second set, deepest breath of your life when your lungs are totally full. Surprise yourself. Take in one more sip of air. Exhale, head up. Take your time. Let everything go through the exhale breath. Any worries, any cares, let them go. Be here now. Elbows touch. Change. Arms down. Roll out your shoulders and head. We'll continue Ardha Chandrasana with Tadasana, half moon with hands to feet pose. Feet together. Inhale, arms overhead, sideways, palms together. Interlock your fingers. Release your index fingers. Cross your thumbs. Nice tight white knuckle grip. Stretch up out of your waist and bend right and left. Right and left. Every time you pass through the middle, stretch up a little taller, like you're trying to touch the ceiling. So we're waking up the spine, the shoulders, the chest at the beginning of class. When you can't stretch anymore, come to stop in the middle. Bring the weight into your heels, press your hips a little forward, squeeze your palms together, head and arms back, touch your biceps to your ears, pull your abdomen in. Inhale, breathing, stretch up out of your waist, try to touch the ceiling. Exhale, breathing, absolutely straight line, slowly bend your body to the right. Good. Without bending your elbows, without bending your knees, continuously push your hips to the left beyond your flexibility. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling in the left side of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes. Just remember it's the first posture of the day and there's no rush. Know where you need to be, nothing you have to prove to yourself, to me, to anyone else. All you have to do is breathe in and out through your nose. That's a beautiful gift that you've given yourself and nobody can take it away from you. Once you can breathe, focus on alignment. Bring the weight into your heels. Press your hips a little forward, head and arms back, touch your biceps to your ears. Push your left hip forward to get your two hips in line. Now bring your right shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming. If you have breath and alignment, you can go for depth at the end, come down, push, push, push. Change. Inhale to come up, stop in the middle. Hips forward, arms back, engage your abdominal wall. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, slowly bend to the left, press your hips to the right. Continue to breathe in and out through the nose. So our breath is always our #1 priority. Whenever you're dealing with an illness or an injury or things just feel a little bit crunchy in the morning, focus on what you can do rather than what you cannot do. And at the end of the day, right, what we can always work on is our breath. In and out through the nose. This can be a moving meditation on your breath, feeling the lungs expand and contract. If you can breathe, bring the weight into your heels, contract the quadricep muscles, squeeze your gluteal muscles, press your hips forward, pull your abdomen in, slide your breastbone up. Move your right hip a little forward, 2 hips in line, left shoulder forward, 2 shoulders in line. Option to stay here or get a little deeper at the end. Inhale, lengthen the arms. Exhale, come down, push, push, push. Change. Inhale to come up. First back bend of the day. Take a deep breath, full lungs. Keep your eyes open. Relax your head back as far as it goes. You can give your head a gentle shake. Look for the floor behind you. Squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and immediately bring your arms back with your ears. Try to touch the wall behind you. So whole spine backward bending from coccyx to the neck, lower back, middle back, upper back, bend your total spine backward bending. Keep the weight in your heels, lock your legs. Inhale, breathing, push, stomach, thighs, hips, everything forward, lift your chest up. Exhale, breathing, bring your arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back. Change. Inhale to come up, big stretch up, decompress the spine. Exhale, pull abdomen in, fold forward, hands to floor, relax your head. Go for a walk, move your hips, shake your head. This is a U-turn from back bending to forward folding. At the beginning of class, your spine might not be quite warmed up yet. Move your hips to get your lower back nice, relaxed, comfortable, easy, flexible. Tadasana, hands to feet pose. Bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your calves, your Achilles, or your heels from underneath. Step on all 10 fingers. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down from the lower spine to the floor. Pulling is the object of stretching. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling on the back of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes with a smiling, happy face. It's kind of poetic. Roll forward a little bit, find your edge. Start to press your big toes down. Lift your hips up, push your knees back, pull, stretch, breathe. Change, look forward, arms with your ears lift up, knees can bend as you lift. Good, float your arms down. And you stand a little taller, right? That's the whole goal. Shoulders down, spine long. Second set, feet together, arms up, palms together. Switch the grip, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, squeeze your glutes, contract your quadricep muscles, press your palms together, draw your biceps to your ears, inhale, stretch up. Exhale, slowly bend to the right, press your hips to the left, breathe. Remember that a little bit goes a long way, right? So you can move like a millimeter into a posture, but if you do it with breath and form, you get all the benefits, versus if you're coming down, right, but you're holding your breath and you're out of alignment, then we just don't feel as good the next day. So less is more until one day less is less, and that's when you go deeper, pushing your hips to the left, stretching the upper body to the right, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up, stop in the middle. Imagine you could lean your body against a wall behind you. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, slowly bend to the left, press your hips to the right, continue to breathe. Keep the weight in your heels, push your hips a little forward, squeeze your palms together, wrists straight, upper body back, touch your biceps to your ears. Especially think about lengthening through the left leg and left arm. Push your right hip a little forward to get your two hips in line, good. Now bring your left shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming. Option to stay here or get a little deeper at the end, come down, push and push and push. Change, inhale to come up, second heart opener, take a deep breath, full lungs, keep your eyes open, relax your head back, and then you'll do little sips of air off of that big pocket of air in the lungs. Squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and immediately bring your arms back with your ears. So especially in back bend, sometimes we can't do like deep belly breaths when we're in the posture, right? So you take an initial big breath, and then you do little sips of air in and out through the nose. Keep the weight in your heels, push stomach, thighs, hips forward. If you can see the wall behind you, start to tilt your index fingers down towards the floor, opening your shoulders even more. Now bring your arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back. Change, inhale to come up, stretch, exhale, fold. Knees can bend as you go in and out, hands to floor, drop your head, go for another walk, move your hips, shake your head. Notice what's a little bit more loose in the second set, what's still a little tighter, tender, right? There's no right or wrong. So much of yoga is just an opportunity to check in. This is also often the point in class where I go, oh my gosh, I need a pedicure. Tadasana, hands to feet pose. Notice if your mind is wandering, be here now. You can grab the backs of your legs or your heels from underneath. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down. Roll forward like a wheel. Lift your hips up, push your knees back, try to lock your knees. Roll forward a little bit more, find your edge, slide stomach down thighs, chest down knees, face down the shins, below the knees. One day the top of the head touches the top of the toes. Roll forward one more time, lift your hips up, push your knees back, try to lock your knees. Change, come on up, hands together, arms with ears, knees can bend as you lift. Beautiful. Float your arms down and let that one go. Awkward Utkatasana. Step your right foot to the right, about 6 inches, hip width distance, not too big of a step. Insides of your feet perfectly parallel, like 11s. Bring your arms up parallel to the floor, tricep muscles tight. All 5 fingers together, thumbs with your index fingers. Reach your arms forward, pull your abdomen in, bend your knees, sit back and down into a chair. Nice, feet flat position, spine straight to begin with, 100% of your body weight in your heels. Sit down halfway only, hips into a chair. Suck your stomach in and lean your upper body back. Depression to abdominal wall, contraction to abdominal muscles. Move your hips back more, weight in the heels. Reach your arms forward, that's your counterbalance. Now lift your chin up. Chest up, lean back, fall back, way back, change. Come on up, keep your arms there. Press your hips forward, come up maximum on your tippy toes like a ballerina. Stretch up at the top, bend your knees, sit down, lean back. Touch your head and hips to an imaginary wall behind you. Notice if your knees want to go in or out, keep 6 inches between toes, heels, knees and hands. Lift your heels a little higher, knees a little higher. Sit down into a chair, but don't sit below chair level. Change, last part, come on up, still breathing. Squeeze your knees together. Let your heels come a little off the floor and slowly sit down. Take your time, listen to your body, stop whenever you want or sit all the way down. Ooh, I am crunchy this morning. Squeeze your knees together and forward, thighs parallel to the floor, arms parallel to the thighs, spine perfectly straight from the side, looks like you're holding a box. Squeeze your inner thighs and knees together. Change, slowly come up, take your time. Good. Heels down, right foot back, arms and shoulders down. Take a breath, stand tall. Second set, step your right foot to the right, hip width distance. Insides of your feet, perfectly parallel. Arms up, parallel to the floor. Reach your arms forward, pull abdomen in, bend your knees, sit back and down. So your posture might look like this. It could also look like this, right? Folding all the way forward, thighs parallel to the floor. Pull your abdomen in, lift your upper body off of the lower body. Keep the toes pointing forward, insides of the feet parallel. Now lift your chin up, chest up. Change, come on up, keep your arms there. Press your hips forward, spread your toes wide, concentrate, meditate, levitate. Lift your heels, stretch up at the top, bend your knees, sit down, lean back, press your shins forward. Your posture might look like this, right? Keeping the back flat, or you can sit down a little bit lower, heels a little higher, knees a little higher, sit down into a chair, but don't sit below chair level. Change, last part, come on up, still breathing, squeeze your knees together, let your heels come a little off the floor, option to stay here or sit down, maybe 1 inch or 2 inches, or all the way down. Right, so throughout class, the depth of our postures does not have to match. There will be postures where I take it easy, right, or just do a little bit. And there will be postures where maybe I go a little bit deeper than you, or vice versa, right? So again, it's really not about the depth of postures. It's about how we conduct ourselves when we're in postures, how they make us feel. Squeeze knees together, change, slowly come up. Good, heels down, right foot back, arms and shoulders down. Take a breath. When I think about what an advanced yoga practice looks like, I actually think it has nothing to do with depth of postures. When I think about an advanced yoga practice, I actually think it has to do with letting go of what a posture should look like, right? And just enjoying what it feels like in your body in this moment. Eagle pose, Tadasana, inhale, arms up, big stretch up. Exhale, swing right arm under left arm, right under left, palms together, thumbs towards your nose, pinkies towards your face. You can also interlace fingers. Grab a thumb or grab your shoulders and give yourself a big bear hug for practicing yoga today. Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit back and down. Stay down there, lean back and bring your right leg over your left leg as high as possible. Right leg over left leg, cross your legs each other, twist like ropes, eventually wrap your right foot behind your left calf muscle. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back. Bring your knees to the right, upper body to the left, twist like ropes. Move your hips back and down, sit down a little bit lower. Keep breathing through the nose. Lean your upper body back at the end. Good, change, feet together, arms up. Let's do the left side. Swing left arm, under right arm, left under right, palms together, thumbs towards your nose. Notice if your hands are to the right of your face. Bring your hands a little to the left, drop your right shoulder down, even out the shoulders. Pull your elbows down, move your hips back, sit back and down like the first part of awkward chair pose. Stay down there, lean back, and bring your left leg over your right leg, left over right. This posture might, this side of the posture might feel different than the other side, right? And that's okay, we're not symmetrical. Again, always focusing on what you can do rather than what you cannot. So let's start by breathing in and out through the nose. And then let's work on alignment. Knees a little to the left, upper body to the right, wrists, elbows, knees, and ankles all in one line. Bring the weight back into your heel. If you'd like, get a little bit deeper at the end. You can fold forward to sit down more and then lean your upper body back. Good, change, feet together, arms up, right in the second set. Here we go. Swing right arm, under left arm. On this side, if your hands are to the left of your face, bring your hands to the right, drop your left shoulder down, pull elbows down, sit down low. Lean back and bring right leg over left leg, hamstring over quadricep. Move your left hip a little forward, right shoulder a little forward, push the top leg into the bottom leg. Bring right knee to right, left knee to left, right elbow to right, left elbow to left. Press the palms together, feel deep compression running down the center line of your body among all your major joints. Sit down, lean back, change. Feet together, arms up. Here we go. Last one. Left arm, under right arm. Pull your elbows down, engage your abdominal wall. Bend your knees, sit back and down. Stay down there, lean back, and bring left leg over right leg. So the same way that this side might feel different from the other side, second set might feel different from first set, right? Maybe you can go a little bit deeper, maybe not. Maybe it's a little bit easier to breathe, or the movement's just a little more familiar. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back. Bring your knees to the left, upper body to the right, twist like ropes. Sit back and down, upper body back at the end. Change, feet together, arms up. Slowly with intention, arms down, moving meditation. Good, party time. You can grab a sip of water if you want. Cheers. So throughout class, we'll be moving intentionally, but keep in mind that there's always room for like play and joy and fun. One of the words that I most associate with my yoga practice, like my personal practice, is like, it's a little mischievous, right? I like to have fun when I'm practicing yoga. So on the one hand, it's a moving meditation, right? But on the other hand, you can still have fun when you're practicing yoga. Just remember that. Standing head to knee, Dandayamana, Jani Sharasana. Shift your weight to your left leg. It's not so serious. Lock your left leg, lift your right leg up, flex your toes back to your face, pull your abdomen in. Option to stay here or start to round down and pick up your right foot. All 10 fingers interlocked, webbing to webbing grip. From start to finish, standing legs should be solid, concrete, one piece, lamppost, unbroken. You have no knee. If you have a grip on your foot, you know your left leg is locked, no bend, no wobble. Inhale, breathing, slowly, gently, lift your right leg up. Stretch it forward until your right leg is exactly parallel to the floor, no higher, no lower, standing leg lock. Take a breath. Kick your heel forward. Continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. Flex all 5 toes back towards your face from the ankle. You're training your Achilles to stretch. If your standing leg is bending, posture hasn't started. Lift your hips, knee over ankle. If both legs lock from the side, legs make an upside down L like Linda. Oh, Linda. Lock your arms, puff up your chest, and then bend your elbows down. Touch your elbows to your calf muscles. One day, elbows go below the calf muscles. Hold and breathe. Lock your knee. Lock your knee. Lock your knee, change, arms straight, bend the right leg, right foot down. Shift your weight to your right foot, evenly distribute your body weight on your right foot without grabbing the floor with your toes and without sinking back into your heel. Engage your abdominal wall and lift your left leg up. Flex your toes back. So even here in the setup, obviously you're working on balance, but you're also working on strength, flexibility, mobility, working the hip flexor. Option to stay here or start to round down and eventually pick up your foot. Now it's head to knee, it's a compression posture, and you'll notice you're almost already there, right? Touching your head to your knee in the setup. So you can stay here in the setup, squeezing the core tight, or as you're ready, inhale slowly, gently lift your left leg up. My biggest trick to staying in this posture is to go slow. Slowly press your heel forward, slowly flex your toes back, check in, make sure you can still breathe. Press your heel more forward, flex your toes back. If both legs lock, you feel tremendous stretching feeling on the backs of both legs, puff up your chest, and slowly bend elbows down. Touch elbows to calf muscles. One day elbows go below the calf muscles, roll the shoulders back and down away from your ears, keep your neck long. Good, change, slowly reverse out. Good for you. You can put your hands on your back and do a little back bend or a knee bend. Second set. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, lift your right leg up, flex your toes back, round down, and pick up your foot. Concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. Inhale, lift your right leg up. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. Elbows go below calf muscles, slowly tuck chin to chest. Put your forehead on your knee. Hold and breathe. As you're ready, slowly reverse out. Take your time. Good for you. Awesome. Shift your weight to your right leg, squeeze right thigh tight, lift your left leg up, flex your toes back, round down, pick up your left foot, all 10 fingers interlocked. Practicing this posture for me feels a little bit like I'm entering a secret garden, right? It does take pratyahara, cessation of the senses, dharana and dhyana, concentration and meditation. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Right, so we're practicing lots of limbs of yoga here, not just the asana and the pranayama. If both legs and arms lock, bend elbows down. And if elbows go below calf muscles, slowly tuck your chin to your chest and put your forehead on your knee. Hold and breathe at your deepest point. Concentrate and meditate. As you're ready, slowly bring your head up. Arms straight, bend the left leg, left foot back down. Very nice. So that was a forward curl, a compression posture, head to knee pose. Next, we do a big back bend, shoulder and chest opener, standing bow pulling pose. Dandayamana, Dhanurasana. Feet together. Bring your right hand up. Elbow touches the body. Palm faces the ceiling. Bring your hand out to the right. Give yourself a high five for practicing yoga today. Yes, reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle bone, thumb with your index finger. Bring your left arm up and back with your ear, knees together to start. Option to stay here in the setup, or as you're ready, lock your left leg, point your right toes, lift your chin, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly charge your body forward. Simultaneously kick your right leg back and up. I'm staying in the setup, but you're welcome to come down. At first, just find a place where you can balance. Breathe. and back bend. The first set is a full minute. If you fall out, hop back in, there's plenty of time. Once you can balance, breathe and back bend. If it feels good, you can start to go for depth. Slowly bring the body down and the leg up. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. So from the side, 2 heels in line. Kick back and up. In other words, 2 shoulders in line. Touch your chin to your shoulder. Shoulder blade scapula stretching away from the body. Kicking and stretching should be equal, simultaneous, 50-50. The harder you kick, you can balance here forever. 10 more seconds. Bring the body down more, leg up more, charge your body forward, kick and kick and kick. Change slowly with control. Press yourself up, feet together, arms down, take a breath. It's one of the longest postures in the sequence. Here we go, left hand up, out to the left, moving meditation, reach back without turning or twisting your wrist, pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle, thumb with your index finger, lift your right arm up, bring your arm back, knees together, lock your right leg, point your left toes, lift your chin and shoulders, stretch up, and as you're ready, slowly kick into your hand. Good. Simultaneously charge your body forward. So the harder you kick, you can balance forever. Point your left toes, kick from your glute, kick from your hamstring, kick from your calf, kick your heel away from your butt. Continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. You're kicking back and you're kicking up. I find kicking back helps more with balance, but kicking up is where you start to really work into flexibility, mobility, into the standing splits, into a deeper back bend. Keep the chin and chest lifted. Slowly bring the body down more and the leg up more. Foot should come directly over the top of your head, not to the right of your head. So 2 heels in line. Kick back and up. In other words, 2 shoulders in line. Left shoulder disappears behind the right shoulder. Keep your chin and chest lifted, but abdomen can relax. Almost to the end. Slowly body down more, leg up more, reach your right arm forward one more time, kick back, kick up one more time at the end. Good, change, slowly kick yourself up, good for you. Feet together, arms down, take a breath, reset. First set's a minute, second set, 30 seconds. Here we go, bring your right hand up, out to the right, reach back, pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle, left arm up, knees together. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, lift your chin, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, breathe. Kick into your hand, stretch forward, breathe through your nose. This is a cardiovascular posture. If your heart rate is increased, that's okay. But if you can't breathe or you're holding your breath, that's a sign to do a little bit less. Think about flooding your body with breath. Slowly body down more, leg up more, reach your left arm forward, kick back, kick up one more time. Good, change, slowly kick yourself up, feet together, arms down. Last one, left hand up, out to the left, reach back, pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle, thumb with your index finger, right arm up, knees together. Lock your right leg, point your left toes, lift your chin, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, breathe. Kick into your hand, stretch forward, breathe through your nose. Right shoulder forward, left shoulder back. Lift your right kneecap, point your left toes. Body down to parallel, big toe to the ceiling. Charge your body forward, kick, kick, kick. Change, slowly kick yourself up, feet together, arms down. Come to the back of your mat. We go from one of the longest postures to the shortest, very much on purpose. This next posture, Dandasana balancing stick, is only 10 yoga seconds. You have to make up your mind to use 100% of your strength in half a second. If you're late, it's over. Feet together, arms up, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, lean back, stretch up. Step your right foot forward, a big step. Shift your weight to your right foot, stretch, point your left toes, and as you're ready, come down, eventually parallel to the floor. Arms, body, head, legs, everything parallel to the floor, awesome. From the side, body makes a T like Tom, not a broken umbrella. Body down, leg up, stretch, 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 change, good for you. Slowly left foot down, right foot back, lean back, stretch up, step your left foot forward, lock both legs, stretch, and tilt. Your posture might look like this. You might also come down all the way parallel. Charge your body forward. Try to touch the wall in front of you. Shoulder blade, scapula stretching away from the body. Chest down, chin forward. Point your right toes. Lift your right leg up and change. Slowly return your right foot to the floor. left foot back, arms down. Oh my goodness, the sun just came out outside, at least where I am, and it's like, I can feel it in my body. There's sunshine. Okay, second set, feet together, arms up, palms together. Switch the grip, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, lean back, stretch up. Step your right foot forward, walk both legs, stretch, and tilt. Notice if the left hip is lifting up, drop your left hip down, spiral your inner left thigh back, lock both legs, squeeze your palms, stretch, stretch, stretch. Change, slowly left foot down, right foot back, lean back, stretch up. Step your left foot forward, walk both legs, stretch, and tilt. Keep your arms with your ears and your neck long. So it's not that you're like jutting your chin all the way out, right? You just want to keep your neck long and in line with the rest of the back. Chest down, chin forward, leg up, stretch, change. Right foot down, left foot back, float your arms down. Enough of that. Come to the top of your mat. You can face the long side of your mat for the separate leg series. I will face you, standing, separate leg stretching. Dandayamana Bikaptapada Paschimottanasana. Inhale, arms up, big stretch up. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, nice big step. Arms down, parallel to the floor. You can point your toes forward so the insides of your feet are parallel, or you can turn your toes in to like move the hips and pelvis in a little bit. Lock your legs, lift your chest, and go down with a flat back, straight spine. Lots of options. You can put your hands on the floor. You can grab the outsides of your feet. You can also grab your heels from behind. Everybody roll forward. Find your edge. Lift your hips up. Push your knees back. Lock your knees. Pull, stretch, breathe, roll forward, lock your knees. First the leg stretching, then the hip stretching, lower spine stretching, full spine stretching, full body stretching. 3, 60-degree angle stretching, coccyx to toes. Coccyx to forehead, touch your forehead to the floor in between your feet. If your forehead's not yet touching the floor, open up your step a little bit. Take a bigger step and then roll forward one more time. Find your edge, pull, stretch, breathe, touch your head to the floor in between your feet. Good, change, slowly come up, lift your chest. Beautiful, step your right foot back to the place, arms up, arms down, take a breath, reset. Do it again. I'll show you from the side. Second set, stretching pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, step your right foot to the right. Nice big step. Again, you can turn your toes in, pigeon toeing the feet, or point your toes forward. Lock your legs, lift your chest, go down. So part of why we have 2 sets is that in the second set, right, you might be a little bit more warmed up. You might go a little bit deeper, but also part of why we have 2 sets is so that you can do maybe something a little bit different in the second set, right? If you always keep your hands on the floor, maybe you grab your feet, or if you always grab your feet, maybe you put your hands on the floor. Everybody roll forward, lift your hips up, push your knees back, pull, stretch, breathe. If you have a grip on your feet, bend your elbows back, elbows to calves, shoulders to ceiling, belly button to spine. Roll forward one more time. Push the big toes down, push the knuckles down, feel the biceps engage, pull and stretch and breathe, touch your head to the floor in between your feet. Good, change, slowly come up, fingers in line with the shoulders. Good, step your right foot back to the place, arms up and arms down. Okay, next we do triangle trikonasana, the summit of the standing series. This is a posture where I am taking it easy in because of an aggravation in my hip. So my posture might look different than yours. Just keep that in mind. Here we go. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, step your right foot to the right. Nice big step, arms down, parallel to the floor. Press your hips forward, lean your upper body back, open your chest. Turn your right foot out, turn it out a ½ inch more. Make sure your heels are in line. Inhale, bend your right knee and lunge. You can always take a bigger or smaller step if it helps you to sit down more. Eventually, right thigh bicep parallel to the floor. So right leg makes an upside down L like Linda. Sit down, push your hips forward, lean back, keep your spine straight in the middle, and move your arms at the same time. Elbow in front of the knee, aim your fingertips between your big and second toe. Don't touch the floor, don't push any weight on the floor. Look up to the ceiling, be more interested in touching the ceiling than the floor. Reach your left arm up, stretch your right arm down, feel your chest opening, shoulders opening. Push your left hip forward and down, push your right knee back with the help of your elbow. Now turn and twist upper body back like spine twisting posture. Sit down more, chest up more, lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change. Rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out, 2 heels in line. Inhale, bend your left knee and lunge, sit down low. You want your knee directly over your ankle. If your knee is like over your big toe, take a bigger step here so that your knee stays over the ankle. That protects the knee joint. Sit down, lean back, and move your arms at the same time. Now again, if your thigh is parallel to the floor, then maybe elbow in front of the knee. But if you, like me, are staying light and lifted, right, then come down to a 45-degree angle. So you're using your left side obliques. You're not all the way lifted, but you're also not collapsing all the way down. You want a nice diagonal line from your ankle to the crown of your head. Look up, stretch up, reach your right arm up, stretch your left arm down, pull your abdomen in, push your right hip forward and down, push your left knee back with the help of your elbow. Now roll the right rib cage back, two shoulders in line, right rib cage directly over the left rib cage. Lock your right leg, keep your whole right foot, even your pinky toe flat on the floor. Change, move your arms, straighten your left leg, left toes in, right foot back to the place, arms up, arms down, shoulders down, take a breath. Second set, triangle. Inhale, arms up, moving meditation. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, nice big step. Press your hips forward, lean your upper body back, turn your right foot out, maybe left toes in. Inhale, bend your right knee, lunge, maybe sitting lower in the second set, maybe not. Sit down, lean back, and move your arms at the same time. Again, use your right side obliques to stay lifted here, never collapsing down. Sink the left hip down. Eventually, your two hips and knee are in line. If you feel like your feet are sliding apart, imagine you're going to squeeze your heels together. Feet stay in place, but this is the inner thigh strength that we want to engage. So squeeze your glutes, use your inner thigh strength, pull your abdomen in, reach your arms apart, look up, stretch up, turn and twist. Lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change, move your arms, straighten your leg, right toes in, left toes out, two heels in line. Inhale, bend your left knee, lunge. Also notice if your knee is going to the right of your ankle, right? Move the knee back so that your hips are opening. Sit down, lean back, and move your arms at the same time. So this posture has it all: strength, flexibility, it's cardiovascular, it's a lot of breath work, right? We're breathing in and out through the nose. Look up and stretch up. Push your right hip forward and down. Push your left knee back with the help of your elbows. Sit down more, chest up more, turn, twist upper body back like spine twisting posture. Lock your right leg. Keep your right foot flat on the floor. Change, slowly come out, straighten your left leg, left toes in, right foot back, arms up, arms down, let that one go. Next is standing separate leg, head to knee, Dandayamana, Bikram Yoga, Sharasana. A chance to literally and maybe spiritually go inward, looking inward. Inhale, arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, 3 to 4 feet, still a big step. Pick up your toes, pivot on your heels to the back of your mat or one side of your mat. Turn your back toes in, squeeze your left butt cheek, push your left hip forward, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times beyond your flexibility. 2 hips in line, 2 heels in line. Backside foot makes a 45-degree angle. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and slowly go down. Chin to chest, stomach in, pull your abdomen in, round your spine, touch your forehead and knee together, front side compression, throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal. Stretch your fingertips beyond your big and second toe, bring maximum weight to your front foot, right hip up, left hip forward, 2 hips in line. Breathe. Push your forehead into your knee a couple times, lock both legs. Walk your hands back together, press palms together, change. Slowly uncurl, vertebrae by vertebrae, disc by disc, head up, last. When you're ready, pick up your toes and pivot to the other side of the room or the front of your mat. Uncross your heels. Turn your back toes in, squeeze your right butt cheek, push your right hip forward, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, 2 hips in line, 2 heels in line. Turn your back toes in, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest and go down, round, scoop, curl, tuck, concave, chin to chest, stomach in, touch your forehead and knee together. This is a rounded spine posture in a forward fold. It's one to be cautious of if you have an achy back or a history of slip discs. You do not have to force your forehead and knee together. However, there are some tricks to getting them closer together. For example, you can bend your front leg, right? Keep your back leg locked and the back heel on the floor, but left front leg can bend. You can always try taking a bigger step or turning your back toes inward to rotate the right hip forward. From here, push your fingertips into the floor, tuck your chin to your chest, eventually forehead and knee touch. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, walk your hands back together, press palms together, feel biceps engage, and change. Slowly uncurl. Imagine you're dragging your forehead up your thigh or chest, arms with ears, head up last. Pick up your toes, pivot on your heels, right foot back, arms down, take a breath. Second set, arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs, step your right foot to the right, nice big step. Pick up your toes, pivot on your heels, turn your back toes in, push your left hip forward, push the right hip back, stretch up, chin to chest, go down, press palms together, round, scoop, curl, tuck, concave. Chin to chest, stomach in, touch your forehead to your knee. Again, you can bend the front leg or take a bigger step, eventually forehead and knee touch, but you're never forcing your body in any posture. Again, an advanced yoga practice is one in which we care less about what the posture looks like and more about how it makes us feel, what it's revealing to ourselves about ourselves. Right hip up, left hip forward, two hips in line. Push your forehead into your knee, lift your kneecaps, lock both legs, hands together, change. Slowly uncurl, press the left hip forward, press the palms together, head up last. Pivot on your heels. I'm going to face you for the last one. Turn your back toes in, push your right hip forward, press your palms together, right? Wrist straight, big stretch up, chin to chest, and slowly go down. Can you look at your belly button all the way down? You can't see your front foot all the way down. Balance challenge, keep your hands together just beyond the big and second toe. Tuck your chin to your chest, put your forehead on your knee, concentrate, meditate, breathe. Push forehead into knee, lock both legs, hands together, change, go slow, take your time, enjoy this moment, head up last. Good, when you're ready, pivot on your heels, right foot back, arms down. Come to the middle of your mat, tree pose, Tadasana. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, and lift your right leg up. Maybe at first you place your ankle on your shin, your knee, your thigh. If it feels good, you can even hold on to your foot from underneath, bring your heel to your costume. Slowly, gently, let your right knee drop down and back into a half lotus shape. Never force the body. We call this tree pose, but most styles of yoga would call this standing half lotus. Bring your right hand up to the center of your chest. And if you can balance left hand, there's an interesting thing in yoga where one lineage of yoga will call chair pose something or half moon pose something, and in another lineage, right, it's the same word, but it's a little bit different. And I actually really like this, that our version of half moon or tree pose is maybe a little bit different from Ashtanga, but we're still under this beautiful umbrella of yoga. Change, right leg down, shift your weight to your right leg, squeeze your right thigh tight, lift your left leg up, heel to costume, let your left knee drop. You can bring one or both hands together. On this side, my foot falls, so I'm going to hold on to my foot. You are welcome to bring your hands together. If you do bring your hands together, press your palms together. Feel your biceps engage. Move your left hip forward and down, left knee back, one day from the side, two knees in line. So what I mean by that is eventually this left knee is going to drop back, so two knees are in line. However, you're not going to stick your butt out to get there. You want to press the hips forward so it's truly the hips and knees opening. Change, left leg down, toe stand, Padangustasana. Pick a spot on the floor, 4 feet in front of you. Don't move your eyes. This helps with balance, but it also helps with concentration, meditation, focus off of your yoga mat as well. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, lift your right leg up. Your foot can be anywhere above your knee, anywhere on the thigh. You can bring one or both hands together. Still looking to the floor, fold forward. Hands to floor, option to stay here or walk your hands forward, lean forward, lift your left heel, bend your left knee, sit down. You can even bring your knees to the floor as you sit. From here, walk your hands back, point your right toes, lift your chest up. Left hand up to the center of your chest. Right hand, palms together, elbows down, spine straight, come a ½ inch off your heel. It's an awful lot like the third part of our awkward pose. We're just on one foot rather than two. When you're ready, put your hands on the floor, lift your hips up, straighten your standing leg, heel down. You can come up on 2 feet or change, slowly reverse out. Good for you. Shift your weight to your right leg, squeeze right thigh tight, and lift your left leg up, heel to costume. If your foot is prone to sliding, hold on to your foot. Otherwise, bring your hands together, look to the floor, inhale, stretch up. Exhale, fold. Hands to floor. Option to stay here. I'm going to stay here, but I'll walk you through it. Walk your hands forward, lean forward, lift your heel, bend your right knee, sit down on your right heel, walk your hands back. Whether you're in tree or toe, shoulders back, neck long, point your left toes. Left hand up to the center of your chest. Right hand, press palms together. Bring the elbows down, stretch the crown of your head up. Toe stand, come a half inch off your heel. As you're ready, put your hands on the floor. You can come up on 2 feet or lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg, and then press your hips forward to reverse out. Good for you. Change, left leg down. Honor yourself. Give yourself high five, fist bump, turn around, Savasana, head to the front, feet to the back. We're on the floor for the rest of class. I'm going to adjust our camera angle accordingly. Whee! Bring your heels together. Let your toes fall open. Arms down, palms face the ceiling. Eyes open, mouth closed. Breathing, normal. Savasana is a gas station. Let it fill you up. Let's see. Okay, it's already March 26th. So as I sometimes do, I'm going to read from 365 Daily Meditations for On and Off the Mat, A Year in Hot Yoga by Scott Ginsberg. So it's about, let's see. And as a reminder, I never read these ahead of time. So sometimes they really resonate and sometimes maybe they don't quite fit the mood, but we'll find out together. Okay, this is March 26th. Let each asana strengthen your internal locus of control. In yoga, the body becomes an actor, not a reactor. It allows us to choose the qualities most important to us. Standing poses, for example, teach us confidence. Back bends teach us flexibility and open-heartedness. Inversions teach us poise. Each asana or posture strengthens a different muscle. A minute at a time on the mat, yoga takes us out of the victim position. We cultivate internal sources of power so that our action isn't dependent on our external environment. Ask anyone who's done yoga consistently for long stretches of time. Postures provide them with the opportunity to explore the self and observe how it reacts to life's many challenges and surprises. Yoga is a personal growth laboratory for working out in the body what we are working out in life. We can take control. As the hamstrings go, so goes the rest of the world. At the end of our practice, we feel more in control of our bodies, our minds, our spirits, and our lives. And his question for today is, how has yoga affected your locus of control? You can inhale through your nose, feel your body rise. And then exhale through your nose, feel your body fall. One thing I've been talking about or thinking a lot about this week, as you know, we're kind of in between COVID variants, but it seems like there's another one on the horizon, and like things feel kind of like quote unquote normal, but we know that we're not fully out of it, and like people are getting a little bit cranky, you know, and that's a full spectrum of maybe just like a snide comment on an email chain at your, you know, at your work, or it might be like a trucker driving really slow down a highway for no reason, right? But again, I think COVID in general has like lifted this veil that, you know, we think we're in control of so much. And the truth is, even prior to a pandemic, there's actually been a lot that we've never been in control of. It's just extra obvious right now, and that can be frustrating. And what I love about yoga is it both gives us the tools to accept that there's not a lot that we control, and it gives us the tools to really hone the things that we can control, right? We start with our breath, the pranayamas, the asanas, the postures, but all 8 limbs of yoga, right? The yamas and the niyamas, right? Like right action, right? Truth telling, being compassionate, non-stealing, non-greed, non-harm. The niyamas, like personal practices like cleanliness and eating well. Right, the breathing, the postures, also concentration, meditation, pratyahara, cessation of the senses, going inward, right? We can control going inward, and ultimately samadhi, bliss. That's like the 8 limbs of yoga. And these are things that through our yoga practice, right, we get to hone in on, and we get to control a little bit more. In a world where we cannot control very much, isn't it a relief to just be able to control your breath in this moment, breathing in and breathing out. What a relief. Pranayama, wind moving pose. Bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, grab your right shin, nice tight, white knuckle grip. Pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder, completely avoid your rib cage. Keep your head on the floor. Without lifting your head, tuck your chin in a little bit, look down the center line of your body, hold and breathe. Change, right leg down, bend your left leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, pull your knee out to the left, down towards your shoulder, avoid your rib cage. Keep your head on the floor, 2 shoulders on the floor, right leg on the floor. If your right calf muscle does not naturally touch the floor, you can flex your right toes back to anchor right side body down. Change, left leg down, both legs lift up, grab your elbows, each other, give yourself a big hug for practicing yoga today. Good for you. Squeeze your knees together and down. Keep your head on the floor, look down the center line of your body and breathe. Eventually, or in the future, when the bone, joint, skeletal system has improved, the whole spine from coccyx to the neck will be flat on the floor. Change, arms down, eyes open. Second set, bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, switch the grip, other thumb, pinky finger on top, pull your knee out and down, push the pads of your fingers into the backs of your hands to strengthen your grip, bring your knee towards your armpit, opening the hip capsule. Change, right leg down, bend your left leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, pull your knee out and down. So we're working on grip strength, we're working on hip mobility. And this posture is called wind removing pose for a reason. It is good for digestion. You're purposely putting pressure on the lower abdomen to remove gas bubbles from the stomach. Change, left leg down, both legs lift up, grab your elbows each other, give yourself another hug for coming to class today. If it's easy to grab your elbows, palm your elbows. If you can't grab your elbows, right, you can interlock your fingers, grab wrists or forearms. You can place your hands on your shins. Right? So in every posture, there's different degrees. And in every posture, remember that there's always modifications or other options. I won't necessarily call them out in every single class, but I'm always happy to workshop with you before or after a class if there's a certain like movement or posture that's a little bit challenging to you. Change, arms down and eyes open. I mean, all of the postures are challenging to me, but you know what I mean. Something doesn't feel right for your body, you can always figure something out together. Next, we do a straight leg sit up. If you have any concerns about your back, skip the sit up, roll off to the side, meet on your abdomen. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, only cross your thumbs. Keep your heels on the floor. Take a breath. Hold your breath. Stomach in, tuck your chin to your chest and sit up. Exhale, grab your big toes. Exhale, elbows to floor, forehead to knees. Good. Turn, lie on your abdomen for the spine strengthening series, starting with Cobra Bhujangasana, good for your lower lumbar spine. Place your hands flat on the floor below your shoulders so your elbows point up towards the ceiling like grasshopper wings. Zip up your legs like a cobra's tail, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs. Squeeze your butts, look up and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor. Gorgeous. Use 100% back strength. Come up halfway only. Elbows stay bent. They make an L, a 90-degree angle. Fingers point forward, toes point back. Hug your arms into your sides. Roll your shoulders back and down. Stretch your elbows to your hip bones. Don't forget about your cobra's tail. Keep your feet together, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, squeeze your butt, push the top of your feet into the floor. Push your feet down, hips down, press your hands into the floor. Now look up, chin up, chest up, stretch up, breathe up, and change slowly with control. Lower down. Hello, Gracie. Look to your right, left ear on your mat, arms down, palms face the ceiling, toes together, heels fall open. Inhale, feel the backs of your ribs expand. Exhale, feel your shoulders relax into the floor. Second set, chin forward, place your hands on the floor below your shoulders so your elbows point up to the ceiling. Zip up your legs like a cobra's tail, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, squeeze your butt, push your feet, hips and hands down. Look up and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor. Roll your shoulders back and down. Imagine you have a number 2 pencil in between your shoulder blades. Squeeze it together. So in this posture, right, as we lift the chest, we're starting to strengthen all of the muscles on the back. We're also stretching the fascia on our chest, right? Really opening through the heart space. You could bring your shoulders forward and down. Instead, see if you can roll your shoulders back and down. So the shoulders roll back and down, elbows to hips, press your feet down, press your hands down, lift your chest up, change slowly with control, lower down. Good for you. Look to your left, right ear on your mat, arms down, palms face the ceiling, toes together, heels fall open. Locust, Shalabhasana, chin forward, arms straight position, rotate your arms, palms face the floor. Option to keep your arms out to the side or bring your arms underneath you, stretching out the tendons and ligaments in the arms. Spread your fingers wide. One day pinky fingers touch, but hands never overlap. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up to a 45-degree angle, half of 90. Foot comes directly over the top of your head. Stretch your big toe back, roll forward, lift your right leg up. Change, slowly right leg down. Good. Relax your right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. Imagine you're drawing a line up the back wall. Use your left big toe. Keep your hip and forearm in contact. Spiral your inner left thigh up so the sole of your left foot is flat to the ceiling. Change, slowly left leg down. Third part, tuck your chin and mouth down. So one leg is practice for two legs. This is locust pose. Bring your arms a little closer underneath you. Spread your fingers wide. Zip up your legs, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, squeeze your butt, point your toes, roll forward, and lift both legs up. Come up. Everybody come up, struggle a little harder. Don't give up. I'm right there with you. Push the hands back, roll forward, shoulders down. Good. Knees, feet together. Lock your legs, squeeze your butt, point your toes, lift your thighs up. Change, slowly lower down. Take your arms out, releasing the tourniquet effect on the arms. Look to the right, left ear on your mat. You get a nice rush of blood through your shoulders, elbows, wrists, all the way into the fingertips, right? This posture is good for frozen shoulder, tennis elbow, carpal tunnel, arthritic fingertips. Second set, chin forward, arms straight position, rotate your arms, palms face the floor. Option to keep your arms out to the side or bring your arms underneath you. One day pinky fingers touch. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up. Left leg stays relaxed. Right leg should be solid, concrete, one piece, lamppost, unbroken. You have no knee. Chin forward, eyes open, look up, lift your right leg. Change, right leg down, relax right leg, block left leg, point left toes, lift your left leg up. If you want an eyeball stretch in this posture, keep your chin on the floor and look up towards the ceiling, stretching the eyeballs a little bit here. Roll forward like a wheel, lift your leg up. Change, left leg down, tuck your chin in, look down on your mat, mouth on your mat, neck long. Bring your arms a little closer, spread your fingers wider, zip up your legs, toes, heels touch, lock your legs, squeeze your butt, point your toes, roll forward, and lift both legs up. In the second set, if you'd like, you can try opening your legs for a second, see if you can lift up a little bit more, and then bring the knees, feet back together, soles of the feet face the ceiling. You've got it. Push your hands back, roll forward, point your toes, lift your legs 1 more inch at the end. Good for you. Change, slowly lower down. So nice. Remove your arms from under your body. Look to your left, right ear on your mat, and let that one go. Pranayama, full locust, chin forward, arms out to the side like airplane wings. Zip up your legs like a cobra's tail, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, squeeze your butt, point your toes, look up and lift. Good. Arms, body, head, legs, everything lifts off the floor. So nice, like a jumbo jet taking off, just your hip bones on the floor. The rest of your body's in the air. Look up to the ceiling where your eyes go, body knows to follow. So beautiful. Hands at a 45-degree angle. So the palms aren't facing down, but they also don't need to be all the way rotated out, right? So gentle opening through the shoulders here. Reach the arms apart, squeeze the inner thighs together. Point your toes, beautiful. Lock your legs, lift your thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, arms back, come up a little higher at the end. Good. Change slowly with control, lower down, tuck in your wings, look to your right, left ear on your mat, breathe. Second set, chin forward, arms out to the side, perpendicular to the body. Body makes a T like today, like right now, like here we go. Lock your legs, point your toes, look up and lift. Everything lifting off the floor. So nice. In the second set, can you lift 1 more rib off the floor? Can you get your thighs a little bit more off the floor? And can you still breathe in and out through your nose? That's the #1 question. Can you lift your arms a little bit higher, like you're trying to do the YMCA dance at a bat mitzvah? Keep your knees, feet together, lock your legs, squeeze your butt, point your toes. Now lift your thighs up. Chin up, chest up, arms back. Come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, lower down, tuck in your wings. Look to your left, right ear on your mat. Breathe. Dhanurasana floor bow, chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, 2 inches below the toes. Thumbs with your index fingers, bring your knees and feet close together. Point your toes. Squeeze your butt, look up towards the ceiling, and start to kick into your hands. Good. Continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. It's the kick that drives the posture. Very nice. Roll forward once, freeze between your ribs and hips, hold still. Do little sips of air in and out through your nose. Try to keep your ankles, knees, and hips in line. So at first, maybe the shoulders are down, but eventually you can roll the shoulders back and down, just like in Cobra Pose, opening the chest a little bit more, get your thighs off the floor. Point your toes, look up, kick, and kick, and kick. Change, slowly lower down. Look to your right, left ear on your mat, maybe whole left ear on your mat, right? Keep the big toes together, heels fall open. It's an inverse opening to the hips, pelvis, and shoulder. And as we look left and right, it's a gentle stretch through the neck and shoulder. Second set, chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, bring your knees, feet close together, point your toes, squeeze your glutes, look up towards the ceiling and kick into your hands. You're kicking back and you're kicking up. Kick from the glutes, kick from the hamstrings, kick from the calves, point your toes, continuously keep kicking, kick your heels away from your butt. Look up towards the ceiling, still breathing, little sips of air in and out through the nose. This is another example of a posture where you might not be able to do like deep belly breaths, right? But you're also not holding your breath. This posture is also good for digestion. This is also our last posture on our stomach, I promise. Point your toes, look up to the ceiling, kick, 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 change, lower down, look to your left, and let that one go. Breathe. Bring your chin forward, put your hands on the floor, push up. Come to the top of your mat for fixed firm. Supta Vajrasana, I'm going to show you from the side. Start in tabletop, open your knees and feet, point your toes back, insides of your feet stay parallel. Option to stay here or start to walk your hands back and sink your hips down. You can keep your hands in front of you, beside you, or behind you the whole time. If you can sit down between your heels and you're not in pain, put your hands on your feet, bend your right elbow down, stopping anywhere you feel a point of pain. Left elbow down, knees never come off the floor. Drop your head back, head to floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows each other and hold. Wherever you are is perfect. You want a gentle stretch, never a point of pain. In yin yoga, there's this idea of waiting and waiting. Wait is in W-E-I-G-H-T and wait is in W-A-I-T. Oh my gosh, English is a weird language, right? But it's this idea that we just kind of hold still and allow the weight of our own body and a little bit of time to slowly open the body. You don't need to like force yourself into this posture or into any posture. Change, put your hands on your feet, press yourself up, cut up last, turn around, Savasana, head to the front, feet to the back. Bring your heels together, let your toes fall open. Arms down by your sides, palms face the ceiling, eyes open, mouth closed, breathe. So from here on out, we do a Savasana and a sit-up between every set of every posture. The Savasana resets the body and the sit-up energizes us, especially towards the end of class. In general, in yoga, right, we're exhaling through the nose to calm the central nervous system. But towards the end of class, we do these sit-ups where we exhale twice through the mouth to stimulate the nervous system a little bit, right? And like wake us up and give us some energy towards the end of class. So you can always skip sit-ups by rolling off to the side. Sometimes when I skip them, I still do the breath though. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up, elbows to floor, forehead to knees. Good, turn, come to the top of your mat for second set of fixed firm pose. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels, open your feet, sit down between your heels. So traditionally the knees touch in this posture, but you can also have your knees apart, right? Lots of options. Option to stay here, or maybe in the second set, you can go a little deeper, right? That's often true for me. Put your palms on your soles, right elbow down, left elbow down, head back, head to floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, Arms over your head, grab your elbows, each other, and hold. So again, focus on what you can do rather than what you cannot do. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. When you're ready, put your hands on your feet and change. Press yourself up. Good. Turn around. Savasana. As you release out of the posture, you release the tourniquet effect on the lower body, getting a nice rush of blood through the hips, knees, ankles, and toes. You might, for example, feel like a shift in the lower body or like a change in temperature in your feet as you reverse out of that posture. Another thing with the sit-ups, if you have a dance background, which sometimes yogis do, there's a thing called a ballet sit-up in which you lift your arms up first and then propel your body through your arms. This sit-up is a little bit different. You want to keep your arms with your ears the whole time. Keep in mind, right, you can modify or skip the sit-up, but traditionally with this sit-up, you want to keep your arms with your ears the whole time as you round forward. So you're using your core strength rather than the inertia of your arms to sit up. Legs together, arms over your head, biceps with ears. Take a breath, hold your breath, chin to chest, sit up. Elbows to floor, forehead to knees. Good. Turn, come to the back of your mat for half tortoise, Ardha Karmasana, showing you from the side. One option is to have your knees, feet together, hips on your heels. Another option is to start with your hips lifted if sitting on your heels is not accessible. Arms over your head, palms together, cross your thumbs, big stretch up. Chin away from your chest, go down. You're welcome to put your hands on the floor and walk yourself in and out of the posture. Otherwise, biceps with ears, palms together. Tilt your pinky fingers down. Try to get elbows and wrists off the floor. Just the knife edges of your pinky fingers touch the floor. The rest of your arms are in the air. Reach your arms forward. Sink your hips down. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Change. Slowly come up. You can come up arms with the ears, or you can put your hands on the floor and lift yourself up. Good. Arms down, turn around, Savasana. Another thing with the sit-ups, when you exhale, sometimes folks will exhale as they're sitting up. Traditionally, you want to hold the breath as you sit up. When you grab your big toes, you're going to exhale. And when you round your spine, elbows to floor, forehead to knees, you exhale. So you're holding the breath as you're in motion. It's just towards the end when you round the spine and bring the elbows down. That's when you, let's try it. Legs together, arms over your head. Take a breath. Hold your breath, stomach in and sit up. Exhale, grab big toes. Exhale, elbows to floor, forehead to knees. There's this idea, right, of you're exhaling and pulling the abdomen in at the end as you round your spine. Good. Come to the back of your mat, half tortoise, second set. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs. Big stretch up. Slowly fold. Can you touch your forehead to the floor and then little fingers to floor? Remember that we have two sets. So if in the first set your forehead did not touch the floor, maybe here you lift your hips a little bit higher to get your head down. It's a great way to bring fresh blood towards your brain at the end of class. Again, this class is designed so that towards the end, when we get a little bit sleepy, there's these sit-ups and this posture to re-energize us. Reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, re-energize, reorganize, revitalize, stretch. Change. Slowly come up. Good. Arms down, turn around, Savasana. Some other things with the sit-ups, when your arms are overhead, only cross the thumbs so the palms face the ceiling, and do try to keep your heels on the floor as you sit up. Now, if you have a butt, right, your feet might shift a little bit as you sit up because the flesh on your butt is moving. I'm right there with you. But in general, right, think about grounding the heels down, grounding the lower body down to really protect the back as you sit up. So let's try it. Legs together, ground your heels on the floor, flex your toes back. Arms overhead, biceps with ears, only cross your thumbs. Inhale, take a breath. Hold the breath, stomach in, sit up. Keep your heels on the floor. Good. Turn, come to the top of your mat for camel, Ustrasana, or deepest back bend. Stand on your knees, 6 inches between your knees and your feet. Place your hands on your lower back, thumbs outside, fingers down to the floor. Squeeze your butt. Press your hips forward, hips over knees. Lift your chin and chest. Start to look up towards the ceiling. Option to stay here or lift your nose and chin and let your head drop back. Option to stay here or go back halfway, freeze in the middle. Option to stay here or right hand down, grab your right heel. Left hand down, grab your left heel. Thumbs outside, fingers inside. Full palm grip on your heels. Push stomach, thighs, hips forward. Lift your chest up. Relax your head back. Look for your toes behind you. As you're ready, place your hands on your back. Push yourself up with control. Head up last. Stretch up. Sit down. Turn around. Savasana. This posture can stimulate our central nervous system, can make us feel all kinds of ways. And remember, when you can't control much, you can still control your breath. I actually really enjoy sometimes when I do feel, I don't know, like a little bit stimulated or aggravated in this posture, because it's such a wonderful opportunity to practice breath work, right? Outside of our yoga mat, maybe somebody says something we don't like, right? I feel my heart rate pick up. I feel my fingertips clench, right? My hands clench up, my jaw clenches up. And if I can practice breathing here, if I can practice relaxing my hands, softening my jaw, then maybe I can breathe a little bit slower off of my yoga mat as well, right? I can only speak for myself. I can only speak from my own experience. But I know that if I can breathe here, if I can control my breath here, right, then I can start to control my breath outside of yoga too. And that's the goal. Legs together, arms overhead, chin to chest, sit up. Good. Turn, come to the top of your mat, second set. You're always welcome to roll up your mat so you have extra padding under your knees or toes or ankles. This is true in any kneeling posture. You can open your knees a little wider, 8 to 10 inches between your knees, still big toes touch. You can place your hands behind you, maybe bring elbows closer together behind you, push your hips forward, lift your nose and chin, and when you're ready, let your head drop back. Option to stay here or go back halfway, freeze in the middle. You're always welcome to keep your hands on your back, or when you're ready, left hand down, grab your left heel, right hand down, grab your right heel. Push your hips forward, lift your chest up, relax your head back. When you're ready, put your hands on your back. Press yourself up, change, big stretch up, sit down, turn around, Savasana. So, you know, as we realize that there's not much we can control, sometimes when we get a little bit cranky about that, we try to take it out, right? We either take it out on other people, right? Like you see people being kind of mean to each other right now, or we take it out on ourselves, right? And we're mean to ourselves in some way. And this can also actually transfer into a yoga practice. I see it all the time, particularly in hot yoga. There are people that come in there literally like to suffer and to be a little bit masochistic. And I really push back against that. If you ever find that you are punishing yourself in a yoga class, you have lost like the spirit and the essence of yoga, right? This is not a time to be mean to yourself, to be critical of yourself, to push yourself, or to like do any sort of harm, right? The first rule of yoga is ahimsa, non-harm. That's not just non-harm to other people and other creatures, it's also like non-harm to ourself, right? So notice that if at any point your yoga practice becomes a place where you punish yourself, which might sound weird to some people, but is very real for other people. And we're gonna like practice non-harm towards ourselves, towards others, right? A lot of times, again, when we can't control a lot of stuff, we'll take it out maybe by controlling the calories that we take in, right? That's a big example, stuff like that. Let go of that. Instead, focus on what you can control in a healthy way, right? Like your breath, who you're surrounding yourself with, how you're finding joy, cultivating joy in your life, right? These are all things that our yoga practice helps us dig into. Legs together, arms over your head, chin to chest, sit up. Good. Knees, feet together, come to the middle of your mat for rabbit pose, Sasangasana. So knees, feet together, sit on your heels. You can put your hands on your lower back, slide down, grab your heels from the outside, thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Feel each vertebrae moving. Slowly, forehead to knees, automatically top of head to floor. Option to stay here with your hips on your heels or pull on your heels. Don't lose the grip and lift your hips up. If there's a gap between your knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. Squeeze your heels together, press your hips forward, round forward like a wheel. Squeeze the heels together, lock your arms, lift your shoulders, suck your stomach in, round your spine like a bunny. Good, bring your hips down, change, slowly uncurl. So your head comes up last. Very nice, turn around, Savasana. So as we observe people outside of yoga who are a little bit cranky these days, one, remember that they probably don't practice yoga, and so they don't have this opportunity to control their breath and to be kind to themselves and others. But two, the other thing is like there is a lot of suffering in this world, for sure. And there's a lot of really serious stuff going on right now, for sure. And also there is a lot of joy to be had and to find like in our lives, right? And no matter the amount of suffering that there is in the world, I also know that there's always going to be love and joy and like laughter. And I encourage you, not just outside of yoga, but like literally in your yoga practice, cultivate that as well, right? Not just the serious, the like going inward, right? Concentration, meditation. You can have fun within your concentration, meditation, going inward space. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, come to the middle of your mat, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, grab your heels from the outside, big stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest and slowly go down. Forehead to knees, top of head to floor, pull on your heels, don't lose the grip, lift your hips up. If there's a gap between your knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. Squeeze your heels together, squeeze your heels together, squeeze your heels together. Sometimes you have to hear things a few times to internalize them. So if nobody's told you this yet today, you are loved. You are loved. You are so loved and so full of joy. Your capacity for joy is boundless. Bring your hips back down to your heels, change, slowly uncurl so that your head comes up last. Turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. The other thing that I love about joy and laughter is that it's contagious, right? So, which is perhaps a bad pun for a pandemic. I did not intend that, my bad. But, right, like the same way that being kind to other people is contagious, right? If I'm kind to you, you're probably going to be more likely to be kind to the next person you run into. If we can share a laugh together or even just like a smile, that's contagious as well, right? And like, what a joyful thing, not just to give to yourself, but to give other people. Because gosh, are there people taking this life thing a little too seriously right now, right? Like have a little bit of fun. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up, elbows to floor, forehead to knees. Good, turn, come to the middle of your mat for head to knee pose, Sharasana, right leg out, left leg in. Two legs make an L, a 90-degree angle. Inhale your arms over your head, big stretch up. Exhale, turn to your right, suck your stomach in, tuck your chin to your chest, put your forehead on your knee. Interlock your 10 fingers up to the webbing under the ball of your foot. Flex your toes back, bend your elbows down, suck your stomach in, left elbow down, left shoulder down, two shoulders in line. Change, arms up, left leg out, right leg in, heel to groin, big stretch up. Turn to your left, tuck your chin to your chest, touch your forehead and knee together. This is our third and final head to knee compression posture, right? Going inward, literally looking towards your belly button, bend the elbows down, engage your abdominal wall, right elbow down, right shoulder down, two shoulders in line. Change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. If you're skipping sit up, stay here. Otherwise, lay down, let your spine realign and sit up. Good. Paschimottanasana stretching. Bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with peace sign fingers, thumbs on top. Scoot your butt back, right, left, 10 to 15 times. Knees can stay bent if it helps you keep a flat back. If your legs are straight, stick your butt out a little bit. Lock your legs, puff up your chest, and fold forward. Roll the shoulders back and down. So sometimes it's easy to conflate this posture with the head to knee one that we just did. When we touched our head to our knee, right, we were rounding and squeezing, compressing our abdominal wall. Here, you want to stretch the abdominal wall. So chin away from the chest, shoulders back, neck long, good, change, come on up, turn around, Savasana, head to the front, feet to the back. And if you ever just like have that urge, right, to bring your elbows to floor and forehead to knees in that third part, remember that that is a sit-up and we do a whole bunch of them. Let's do another one. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Enjoy the stretch, elbows to floor, forehead to knees. Good, turn, come to the middle of your mat. Second set, head to knee with stretching, right leg out, left leg in, sole of your left foot pushes into inner right thigh bicep. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, turn to your right, chin to chest, touch your forehead to your knee. Maybe switch the grip, other thumb, pinky finger on top. If it's easy to touch your forehead and knee together with a bent leg, keep going. Slide your heel forward. If your leg is straight, keep going. Lock your leg, heel off the floor, elbows down. Notice if all of the weight is in your right sit bone, roll a little to the left, left knee, left hip down. Change, arms up, left leg out, right leg in, sole of foot pushes into inner left thigh. Make sure that your leg is not on top of your foot. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, turn to left, tuck chin to chest, touch your forehead on your knee. So this is great practice for standing head to knee without having to balance. Feel what it feels like to have your forehead high on your knee. Drop your shoulders down, pull your abdomen in, hold and breathe. Change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. Option to stay here or lay down and sit up. Second set, stretching pose, bend your knees, hook onto your big toes, middle and index fingers, thumbs on top, scoot your butt back, right, left, right, left. Again, knees can stay bent. It helps you keep a flat back. If your legs are straight, you can even pull your butt out from underneath you, spiral inner thighs down, flex pinky toes back, lock your legs, puff up your chest, fold. Imagine you're gonna hook your ribs over your knees, shoulders back, chest forward, inhale, lengthen, exhale, come down. Good, change, come on up, turn around, Savasana. Okie doke. Spinal, legs together, arms over your head, chin to chest, sit up. Ardha Matsyendrasana, half Lord of the Fish pose. Take a moment, identify left, identify right, don't mix them up. Here we go, bend your left leg on the floor. Touch your right heel to left knee corner, right hand close behind you like a second spine. Left arm up, bend over, grab your left knee with your left hand, heel and knee touch. Your posture might look like this. It might also look like this, right? Or grabbing your mat rather than your knee. You can always take a spine twist on your back as well. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, pull abdomen in, look over, right shoulder twist. You can keep your right hand close behind you for balance. You can also reach behind you, catch your left thigh with your right hand for a half bind. Keep spine straight, chest up, evenly distribute your body weight on both sit bones so you're not tilting back or to one side. Press your left knee down, point your left toes, right foot down, right big toe points forward. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look back, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, swap out your legs. You can showgirl, bend your right leg on the floor, touch left heel to right knee, left arm close behind you, right arm up, bend over, draw a circle with your shoulder, push your knee out of the way, grab your right knee with your right hand. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look back, twist. You can keep your left hand behind you or reach behind you, maybe grabbing your hip, your waistband, or even right thigh with left hand. Keep the right knee down, point your right toes, left foot down, left toes point forward. Drop the shoulders, lift the chest, look back. Where your eyes go, body will know to follow. Look for the wall behind you. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look back, twist and twist and twist. Change, unwind, turn around, Savasana. We begin 26 in yoga with a breathing exercise, exhaling through the mouth. We end full circle with a breathing exercise, exhaling through the mouth. It always feels to me like we're closing some sort of a cosmic loop, like a black hole that we kind of go into when we practice this yoga, right? Through the rabbit hole, you come out the other side, enjoy. This is your victory lap. Legs together, arms over your head, chin to chest, sit up. Okay, turn, come to the middle of your mat for rabbit pose, sasana, or why did I say rabbit pose? For Kapalabhati breathing, that would be wild. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels, hands on your thighs. If it hurts to sit on your feet, don't do it. Sit on your butt, crisscross applesauce. Every once in a while, try to sit on your feet, though. It's a little bit easier to breathe that way. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times. Concentrate and meditate. Don't forget to have fun. All you have to do is exhale. one. So you exhale through your mouth as you pull your abdomen in. When the stomach relaxes, the lungs automatically take in air. Second set, harder, better, faster, stronger. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good for you. Honor yourself. Give yourself a hug, high five, pat on the back. Turn around, final Savasana. You can close your eyes, open your arms and legs. Take up as much or as little space as you'd like. Make a shape that feels meaningful to you. And then from here, just slow down. Be still. And take a nice, easy breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Breathing in. Emptying out. Every exhale, a letting go that you've been practicing since you took your first breath. Every inhale, a new opportunity, a chance to start fresh, something you've also been practicing since you took your first breath. Breathing in. Breathing out. You are so very alive.